Welcome to the London Youth Express. I am Renata Leuffen, and today we want to talk about that it's more important to be a child than to be an adult when children are children and growing up. This is part of our series on the new curriculum. It is important that our children are children, that they can be children, that they can do what children do, that they can feel that they are children, and that they enjoy being young and being children. What our current curriculum does is it promotes the view that our children should behave as adults and that our children should grow up very quickly. Our current curriculum is not a curriculum for real children. We need a new curriculum that allows our children to be children. I advocate the view that it is more important to being a child than to becoming an adult. Our children need their childhoods, and this means that they need learning styles, learning opportunities for real children. If we look at our current libraries in school and outside school, if we look at the books that are available for children to read, if we look at TV for children, music for children, we realize that something that has happened is that our children have lost their childhood. And this is not a good thing, and this is not advancement. This is not a progress of society. This is stagnation, and it is foolishness. Our world is filled with adults who have had bad childhoods or no childhoods at all. And these adults do suffer. A happy childhood, a relaxed childhood is the best guarantee that our children will enjoy their adulthoods and grow into happy and productive adults. Being a child is more important than becoming an adult. We need to understand ourselves. We need to like and love and accept ourselves. We need to be in peace with ourselves. And if we are constantly in the state of becoming, then we can never experience true peace, true joy, and true happiness. We need to be who we are. Our children need to be who they are, and they are children and they need to be children. We have raised generations with the current curriculum, which is outdated and which is not adequate for the requirements of modern life. and we have raised unhappy people, unhappy adults. If we go through the streets of our cities, we realize that most people are not happy. Most people are under pressure. Most people are trying to be who they are not. They are trying to do something that doesn't really match with their life purpose. We got to give our children their childhoods back. Our children need their childhood. We got to give our children the childhood that belongs to them, that is theirs by right. And we cannot just run our children through a program of questionable socialization and questionable adaptation and questionable conformity. Our children are children, and let us leave them to be children. Happy children grow into happy adults, and children who can experience and live their childhood, they grow better and faster and more natural into happy and productive adults than children who are always under pressure to be like the adults are, to do what adults do, and to behave like adults behave. There's a special magic and beauty in childhood, and we need to preserve that. We need to protect the childhood of our children, and we need to revise our current curriculum because it does not protect our children's childhood. We need a curriculum that says yes to children, yes to childhood, and that lets every child live and enjoy their childhood. We got to trust that every child will become an adult, and what we adults do, think and say, it's not that positive, it's not that super, it's not that great as we pretend. We are all seeking. No one of us has yet arrived, and we cannot portray adulthood as the thing to be or the thing to become. Our world is created for children and adults, and childhood is as essential and as important as adulthood. And we need to find a way that every child has a childhood and that every child has a happy adulthood too.